Trump's spokeswoman just insulted CNN's Jim Acosta to his face at White House press briefing. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all, or so goes the old saying. Unfortunately, to follow that adage would mean no reporting could be done on the Trump administration, particularly on the world's most rampant liar, Sarah Huckabee Sanders. There are many problems with lying as lavishly and often as she does, one of which is how difficult it becomes to maintain a Jenga tower of falsehoods, ready to topple over the moment the wrong block of lies is touched. That in particular has caused a severe uptick in Sanders' hostility toward the press. She has recently been caught up in lies of her own making, rather than those spouted forth by her boss, so she can't lean on one of her favorite lines, "I'll get back to you on that." This time, she has to answer for her own comments, so now she only has one recourse when cornered with a question she doesn't want to answer: attack. Her favorite punching bag has been CNN's Jim Acosta for quite some time now. On Thursday, Acosta and the rest of the press room were discussing the horrendous conditions to which the Trump White House has subject migrant children separated from their families at the border. The topic, which should have already been on everyone's minds, is at the forefront of the conversation on Thursday after journalist Jake Soboroff posted a lengthy Twitter thread detailing the horrors he witnessed inside a former Walmart converted to a detention center for underage migrants. While trying to clarify why the Trump administration has chosen to enforce these policies to the point where holding cells have begun to exceed capacity, a noticeably rattled Sanders, who has just reintroduced her signature smoky-eyed mug, fumbles over her words as she shames Acosta, claiming, "I know it's hard for you to understand even short sentences." In reality, Acosta was struggling to follow the cyclical Trumpian talking points. The current administration has long maintained that current immigration policies stem from the previous administration, and Trump is simply continuing the practice. That, of course, is only partially true. Most of these policies stem back to the Bush administration post 9/11. Although Barack Obama made the mistake of not prioritizing some kind of immigration reform, starting with the necessary abolition of ICE, he chose not to enforce many of the crueler tactics on the book. That means the Trump administration didn't continue anything, they chose to begin to enforce this particular law and are trying to blame Democrats in a smear campaign. Acosta wanted to know why Trump has chosen to switch gears and increase the separation of children from their parents to a level that almost seems like a game of jacks. How many can you grab before the ball drops? Thankfully, Jim Acosta is a veteran who can weather this kind of criticism, but more importantly, a veteran of his status has finally brought attention to the plight of immigrants under the Trump regime. This power play by the Trump administration is his most disgusting to date, as these are human lives he's mistreating as if they are nothing but a discarded Big Mac wrapper or Eric. But they aren't nothing, they're humans, and they deserve to be treated as such.